Right, it's recording. I reckon them cats are going to knock it over though. I fucking love that quote. Stay away from negative people, they have a problem for every solution. That's so fucking... Albert Einstein, right, has got so many fucking good quotes. I've
only got dead bananas though.
I know, that's the problem. They're all fucking... They're all bruised and battered.
Have you got any interesting facts about rotten bananas?
Well, they reckon that the black bits, or the bruised bits, however you want to describe them, actually are good for you. But they say that about all sorts of shit, don't they? They say like, oh, fucking eating apple seeds or something. I don't know if I believe all this stuff. You know the stuff that that looks all horrible and dodgy? And then they say like, oh yeah, it's good for you. Like what is it? The oranges, like so the white stuff in oranges and shit.
Yeah.
I don't know if we're swearing or not. I don't
Yeah,
know
yeah,
if
of
I'm
course.
I probably shouldn't have my phone, but I'm writing this Einstein quote down. I'll do it later. I'm getting like a wall of... I'm getting quotes together to put when I get my own place.
So,
office, whatever, to put everywhere. But yeah, oranges, the white bits, do you reckon they're the best bit out of the whole thing? I don't know if that's true or not. I don't know where I heard that from, but
why?
Because right. So I used to have a thing about oranges, right? Tangerines are alright because they're smaller, but oranges are massive.
Yeah, yeah.
And peeling it for one is just a ball ache. And then, like, you get the juice out, and then the rest of it's just like you're chewing. I don't even know. It's just like. I mean, I used to peel all the white stuff off because it's just.
There's actually a certain way you're meant to peel an orange to make it really easy.
The peeler.
No. It's to do with the... You're meant to go around it or something, and then you can just shove your thumbs in and open it up, and then you can pick off into each individual bit. But I looked at a video, I think I saved it actually, because I was like, I'm going to try some of these.
It's like an inch nail just to get in it though.
Right, we started with oranges, and our channel is bananas, like.
Well, it's not. Our channel isn't bananas.
Why?
It will be bananas by the end of the fucking.
Yeah, of course it will.
But, yeah.
Fucking Jesus.
Yeah, it was. What was it saying about bananas?
We were saying that the black bit, when it goes off like
When
that,
it's
the black
bruised.
bit's meant to be better for you.
I feel like I want to Google it, but
Google it.
it doesn't. I don't. I still have this thing, so I try it a bit more now. So I'll eat a little bit of the black, but I'll just rip it in half and then throw the rest away. If it's further down, I don't mind if it's at the top. It's like midway, but if it's any further down towards, like if the bottom of the banana freaks me out, I can't eat the bottom of a banana.
Yeah, because we were talking about this the other day, and you was like, I said that we opened the banana the wrong way, and you was like, well,
Yeah.
I'm sticking to the normal fucking way because I can't handle the bottom of the banana.
Yeah, well, you reckon that you were on about monkeys or apes or something that they do it, but one, they've got super strength, and two, you ever tried to open a banana in the first place?
That's only what I heard.
No, I've heard something that we are doing it the wrong way, but I
Yeah.
always think, there's this wrong way of doing things. How the fuck do we know it's the wrong way or not? If it works, right? I don't know. But I want to know what the right way is, so I think you should demonstrate how you should
I'm not
open a
demonstrating
banana.
on a half-dead banana.
Yeah, it's going to be a bit gooey,
Yeah,
isn't
it's going to fucking go everywhere.
it? Should I try it?
No.
I'm going to do it next time then.
We do it at end.
Yeah, I'll do it. No, I'll do it with
I'm not sitting here with banana all over me.
I'll do it with that. That's the banana you chose. What the fuck? It looks like a.
We'll make sure we've got fresh big.
What's
big
the thing that we
fre-
use as a symbol for the symbol for
For dick.
yeah, that's for that. Aubergine. It looks like a fucking yellow aubergine, just not as thick.
It's fucking
That's
sad.
a horrible. That's a shitty banana.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it shrank? Is it?
Well, this is the ones that me and Mo bought these from fucking Tesco, and
Right.
they were green as fuck.
Yeah.
But bananas usually go green, yellow, black. These just went green, black.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean,
That's why they haven't been eating, because I usually take one for my lunch every day.
was it always that shape?
Oh.
Because it looks a bit.
Chody.
I've actually never seen a banana like that. But anyway, what's the fucking worst banana you could have possibly chosen?
Is that an offensive word? Chody.
Chody? I've never heard it.
You never heard of a chode?
A chode? No, I'm gonna get schooled on some chav shit here, aren't I?
So if someone says to you, you've got a chode, yeah?
You got a hard on?
No, you've got a really small penis.
Oh, no, that's never, you know what, that's never been said to me.
Like a tiny penis that just, yeah. I don't know why.
Chode.
I don't know why.
That's
chode.
not even an insult though. Oh, you got a chode. Yeah, okay. Doesn't hit me. It would like, oh, you got a small dick. I don't know.
I'm pretty sure it probably didn't hit me either when I fucking.
Because it's not a word that's insulting, is it? Like, you know, there's certain word like can't really probably say right now, but there's certain words that have an edge to them.
Yeah, like cunt.
That was what I was thinking of. Yeah, but
It's because of the T at the end.
is it though?
Definitely.
Because when I don't want to offend any Southerners, but when Southerners, it doesn't hit as heavy as when like a Northerner says like cunt.
Fuck knows.
Can't
These
because they missed the T.
these
Ah,
cats are
you
gonna ruin this
you
fucking
might be right.
Because they're already looking to jump everywhere and fucking thingy.
Shouldn't we be
Not
animal
for us.
friendly?
Well, yeah. Be nice if we had a dog in here as well,
One on either side,
though. Well,
just laying down.
dog just chilling, innit?
I do want to get it. We could float the idea. I know I'm only here temporarily.
I'm not getting a dog. Too much time. I'm only having a dog once I'm rich. Well, once I'm better off. Once I've already got my businesses or whatever up and running, that's when I'll get a dog. Because
You're gonna be even busier then, though. You're never gonna have a time.
I'm on about when I start to automate things. Once things become more autonomous,
Yeah.
then I'll look at getting a dog. Because you just I would love a dog. Like there's nothing more that I'd probably love right now than to have a dog. Like legit.
Money.
I'd probably rather have the dog.
No, you wouldn't.
Legit, I fucking love dogs and I've
Yeah,
always
no.
wanted one.
Yeah. All right, but we're talking. All right, right now on that put on that table like a fucking suitcase of money that's gonna sort you out for the rest of your life, or some dog. What is your favorite? Some your favorite dog will fit on the table. So let's say the sofa or whatever. You ain't gonna choose a dog because you're gonna get if you get the money, you get the dog anyway.
Yeah, I know. I was
Right.
about to say that.
Okay. Sorry.
So I'd pick the money.
Yeah.
Because then I'd get the dog. If I was only allowed one, I'd probably have the dog and just stay where I am.
No, you wouldn't.
I'm not having. I'm not.
You
not
have to
having a
work.
dog
You
for
wouldn't
my
be able to
entire
see your dog. You wouldn't be able to see your dog. Be lonely.
life. No, it won't.
He'd run away, find some mate.
No, because I'd still find a way to earn better money than what I do, and then try and find a way to work from home or whatever.
So in this scenario, like, I think my kid calls it like, "Would you rather" or something. What does he say to me?
Everyone's played Would You Rather. At some-
Well, I don't. So it's like, that's what it is in scenario. Would you rather this or that? So in this Jesus, in this would you rather situation with the dog or the money, you got the money. You saying that you wouldn't be allowed a dog at all ever?
yeah.
Okay, so that's where you choose a dog.
Because that's too easy. But
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
if I pick the dog and don't take the money, then I'm still allowed to work my way towards having a better paid job or a better paid. Just putting myself in a better financial situation because that's hard work.
Mm.
Whereas like the other way around, or maybe
No, because
fucking-
you've already
maybe
you've
I'm
already
not.
done your work. Not already done your work, but you've already grafted enough to feel deserving of a decent enough income. Like what you're saying is you basically in your lifetime now
No, I'm on about the game.
couldn't envisage living without a dog.
Yeah, because I really want a fucking dog.
Yeah, I know. Would you
There's
give?
nothing wrong with that.
Would you, no. Would you give one of your arms for a dog?
Do I get the money as well?
I mean, it's not.
No, I wouldn't give my arm for
Well,
a dog.
yeah. You could get the money. You'd have to work for the money. You wouldn't just maybe get half the money. You wouldn't get the full amount. You can't get maybe. Depends what. Yeah, for a full arm, you get a bionic arm, can't you?
If I get the money, and a dog, but I have to lose an arm. Hello, doggy. Me and Tom the other day were on about whether a parent should, and obviously some people take it too far, but force sports on their children.
Yeah.
And make them do sports. And it's a tough one because there's loads of ups and downs to everything. And then you've got some parents that will force their child to go into a sport, and then even when that parent sees that they're probably not going to be a professional in that sport, they still try to force it. And then, but like most sports people who end up being like professional athletes, they've been doing it their whole lives, man. From like a
you
really
think so,
young
wouldn't
age.
you? And I don't know if this is unfounded actually, but usually there is a big push from the parents, I think. But I'm going through this at the minute because I think I was forcing or pushing certain things, like sports wise, because I know I'm good at it. I know from the other side of the family that they're good at it, and I see the potential in my kid. But I had a conversation the other day, and I was like, "What are you doing the sports for and stuff?" So I think you should push to a certain extent, but I think it depends on the age. I think you've got to. I know it's tough ground, isn't it? It is. I think if you go one way, you got to just decide which way to go. I've come from the thought process now of just let them have fun, let them try loads of different new things, try and get a bit of discipline and commitment in there. Yeah,
Okay. Psst. Shift. Come on.
Wants to be on camera.
Shift your bum. Come on. Oh.
I think there is an aspect of you trying to live through your kid a little bit. Now I always said I'm not going to do that, but when you're good at something, or when you see your kid good at something, and you are good at, you want that. I think it's natural to want to push them, because I don't think they have. I know me as a. I wish I'd been pushed more.
Same.
But I don't. That's just big. But I don't know if that's just an excuse now of me saying, well, because I should have had it in myself anyway. You know what I mean? Like there will be people out there who have just gone out and done it themselves, and the only way the parents have come on board is because they've been that dedicated that the parents have been like, right, okay, we can see that you're invested in it. But then again, I don't know if it's nowadays like.
No, I think you should.
Is the competition in sports nowadays at a young age? That's a big thing at the minute. Like, can you even have competition?
Because they just give trophies to everyone, don't they?
Yeah,
Or prizes to everyone, and it's like, well,
where's the competitive edge? Like,
low key. Will you shift?
but I think I've figured
Think
out.
a door and a window, lad.
I think I've figured out. Yeah, definitely. That at this age, or
Right in front of the camera. Are you for real?
at an early age, just forget about it. Just
I can't forget about it. Shift your bum. Shift your bum.
at an early age, I think up until they get to sort of like, I'd say 12, 13, I just let them do what they want to do. Because you've got all them years to do it anyway, unless they are really, really good and they have an interest in it. And I think there's a couple elements, like you've got to have fun with it. You've got to want to win, and they've obviously got to have the potential there to do something with it.
But I think a lot of these things, though, you've got to put them in. You have to put them in their head. Like, it's hard for a kid to be.
Yeah, but then look at
that.
Right, but look at your life, right? You probably wasn't taught the things that you're learning now that have attracted you've attracted into your life, like personal development and stuff, like going to the gym, fitness, or whatever else. Obviously, maybe when you was younger, you didn't sort of get into the right crowds or whatever else, or the right environments. So it comes from somewhere. But does it necessarily always have to come from external people? Like, sometimes it just comes to you, doesn't it?
It comes from experiences which usually involve external people anyway, or from influences from certain things you watch or listen to.
Yeah.
And then you're like, I want that, or
so then why
I
do
want
some
to be
people
more like that?
see? For me, This is why I don't. Why don't more people want to do like personal development and work on themselves, and that's what I don't understand. Like, I'm not a master in it, and I've got a long way to go.
We're going into a place now though where it's weird because I think a lot of people do want to be better, but
Do you really think so?
we live in an age now where it's so fucking hard to do so.
I don't know if I think the opposite. I really think we've got so many opportunities now. Ethan. Like,
Yeah,
when we was
great.
kids-
We've got the opportunities, but you've also got Netflix, Disney, Amazon Prime, consoles, PCs, fucking normal telly of 5 million channels, porn all over the internet. Just men literally ejaculate their energy into a tissue on a regular basis.
Well, listen,
A lot of people once or maybe more a day.
There's different studies based on benefits, cons, pros, whatever for both sides of doing that.
Literally, I was watching a podcast the other day, and someone was wondering whether if you drank sperm, there'd be testosterone in it.
You drank sperm,
Yeah, right.
right?
And
Well, no, because
there's testosterone in sperm, but whether it would help you if you drank it or not
Now it's
is a different
recyclable.
question altogether, right? But if you're literally fucking, if you're ejaculating testosterone, is that not testosterone your body could have used? And then
it goes
and
somewhere
then
else anyway.
the things that doing that sends to your brain, because you're like, I can't remember the technical terms to it, but it sends all the endorphins that send you off your fucking tits and make you happy and all this crap
yeah.
to your brain.
Serotonin, is it?
Yeah, serotonin and that. It sends it all to your brain to make you happy. For what? 5 minutes? And then you're doing that every day, which makes you addicted to it because that's how you find happiness. Because so many people don't actually have real happiness. Because they're too busy watching shit.
It's temporary pleasure.
Wanking. Doing whatever.
Well, then that's a bit of personal responsibility to be like, listen, I'm doing this a bit too much.
Obviously. But this is my point. People want to be better,
That's just
but it's too easy to be lazy now.
All right, yeah, definitely. But no one's going to do it for you, and that's always been the case. No one's
going to do it for you.
So
and
if you want to just completely all the time say, oh well, anything that ever comes into my life that I can't control, like the Netflix or the TV shows or entertainment, social media, whatever else, if you can't filter yourself out of that and you just want to be this sort of blame, you want to live in a blame culture, then of course you're going to get addicted to things or whatever else. And we all do.
But I'm not blaming anyone.
No, but people, but that's what they're doing, isn't
I'm
it?
blaming the people that are doing it.
I'm not saying you're blaming anyone. I'm saying that the person, if you're that sort of person who is saying, well, yeah, but there's too much Netflix, and it's true, we all go through it, analysis paralysis and all that sort of stuff.
I'm still doing it now.
Yeah, we all. That's what I'm saying. It's not like it's eradicated from someone's life. Even the most successful people probably get bogged down with it, but they've learned to navigate their life to be more committed and dedicated to other things. What I'm saying is, people who want to go off that narrative all the time of like, well, it's this, it's just blame all the time.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean they don't want to be better.
Well, it does though, doesn't it, in some extent? Because
because it took me fucking 31 years to realise that I actually wanted to be better and actually start making changes.
All right, let's negate the first 16 years of that, really. Because
yeah,
I mean,
what can you do? I've been alive for 31 years.
Yeah, no, but you didn't come out of the womb and like, right.
You would have been a dick since I was fucking 13.
Okay,
but I could have been fucking doing different things. It's not my point. It's not the point I'm trying to make. It doesn't matter if it's fucking 5 or 30 years anyway.
Well, it does.
It doesn't.
Time
It's
is
still.
relative to it.
Oh my days! It's not relative to it.
It is.
It takes people time to even fucking think. Right now, I'm going to make a change. That doesn't mean before that they didn't want to be better. They just kept failing.
But that is the whole argument, right? Though, is that. What do you mean they kept failing?
For fucking years, I've been failing. I've wanted to be better for ages.
Okay, so so it's been in your head that you've wanted it to be better.
Yeah, but you just fucking keep on falling into the trap over and over and over and over and over again.
Right. So ultimately, whose fault is that though?
Mine, but I'm not saying it's
Right.
not.
Yeah, but you're saying that all these external things that are going on around you is not helping. It's not. It's
Of
not.
course, it doesn't help.
It doesn't help, but it's not the. It's not the biggest factor in it all,
You
is it?
blame.
I get it because I'm the same. I
You
do it.
blame myself, but I can still
Yeah,
tell
it's
you
vicious.
why.
It's a vicious cycle. But that's what I'm saying. So why do people then? That's what I'm saying. Back to the point is, why do then some people who, all right? So let's go off the thesis that everyone wants to be better. Maybe some. And
I'm not saying
we
everyone.
don't always have to
I
want.
just
to,
said that I
let's
think
say
a lot of people probably do want to be better.
a lot of people want to be better.
Probably want to be better.
Whatever.
I can't read people's minds. I don't know.
Well, we would like to think that if you're not liking or loving the life that you want to live, that you live in, sorry, then you're probably going to want something better. We always want better, don't we? It's just
I'd
the
say
human
so.
nature, right?
Just
So if we all have that in our subconscious or consciousness, right? And say we have all these things that are going on around us that stop us and hold us back from doing it. Why do some people, like you now, whatever age you've done it at, stop and think, you know what? What is the point? What I'm trying to say is, what is the point where someone thinks, I'm going to try and change this now? Okay, I know in the past that it's not worked and I've failed and I blame myself and I blame other things and it is all real and it's all relative to my life, but why do some people then be like, right, I am either going to try and make a change, and maybe you fail and fail and fail and fail, but you're still trying to make it and make it, and you know what I mean? And some people just like, no, I'm not really, not down for that. Is it self-belief? Is it too hard of a struggle? Did they just get
fear.
Okay. Of what?
Fear of change, fear of not making it, fear of fucking failing.
So do you think some people
That's
then,
the same thing.
Yeah.
Not making it, failing.
or is there some people are some people content and happy? Is it just us? Is it our
Yeah, some
perception
people, of course, they are. I watched I think Joe Rogan talked about it, and he was saying like, some people are happy waking up in the morning.
Mm.
He says having a bowl of granola and going for a walk, and they'll just
Yeah.
hike all the time.
That sounds
Like
quite
whenever they've got any
useful.
spare time, they'll just hike.
Right.
And
yeah.
some people are actually happy with that, and then other people are actually happy.
But right, in my head, in order to be able to do that, have your little bowl of granola, and then go for a hike. That's you. I think you've got to some form of financial freedom or freedom in your life to be able to do that. Because what I see, the people I think I'm talking about is the people that I've always been surrounded with in my environment. Is
Yeah, the common man.
hustle. Yeah, it's just literally get up, rush off to work, come back home, probably sit in front of a TV for the next 2-3 hours eating your tea, go in bed doing exactly the same thing. If you've got kids, looking after your kids. I'm not saying like
They haven't necessarily got financial freedom. They've just found what they're happy with.
yeah, that sounds quite a nice thing to do though.
People just get trapped in
Yeah.
things that they think make them happy.
See, I have this thing now.
People think they're happy sat there watching TV for 4 or 5 hours.
Maybe they
on the
are
go.
though.
Yeah, there will be people who are genuinely happy, but most people who are doing that probably aren't.
Because if you was to then give someone a complete say you open a book and you got this page where this is what they're doing now, and then you got the other page where this is what your life could be like. When I do it in my head now of like changing my life and trying to be successful in whatever that means, but building a better future for myself and whatever else, it's hard work, it's effort, and your brain is just like nope, nope, nope. So it's like I can understand why some people are just like, yeah, I'll just stay here, because in the UK,
It's fucking hard.
or maybe in the UK, we still got, yeah, I had this conversation yesterday. I think we're in the top 8%. We're in the top 8% of the population of wealthiest people, just by having a roof over our head, food on the table, jobs, Like everything that we say we need, it's actually more just a desire or want for more. Is that cat getting to you now?
They're getting put in the kitchen next time. I've been running around.
Well,
It's highly annoying.
they're not bothering me. Hello.
They're too distracting for me. I have to concentrate.
I know, you just missed my whole point.
You said something about 8% of. We're like
I don't know if that's the. I say things and I don't never back it up with any actual source, but apparently it's like 8% of the world's population. We are in the top 8% of the world's population for wealth. Just by the fact we have a job, a roof over our heads.
Oh yeah, I've heard this.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Is it 8%? So
Even the common like
that
me and
is
you,
yeah.
We are apparently so, but
That's crazy, right? I mean, what do we talk? We talk about all these things that we want, or that we want to do better, or whatever else, but we have jobs. I mean, all right. I suppose it is relative to our environment in the UK and whatever else, and everyone's struggling. But we can afford certain things. We have a roof. I'm under your roof.
Well, yeah.
So I technically don't have a roof of my own, but I have a roof to live under. And then when you start thinking actually of all that, and you think, well, what the other 8%, so it'd be 92%. The other 92%, what the hell are they doing? Like, what are they living off?
Well, the circumstances just aren't. It's tough, isn't it?
Yeah, but like, how are they even living or
Living in a
surviving?
worse country or whatever, I don't know. Or there's so many homeless and stuff these days, they'll go into the equation, won't they?
Yeah.
Any, like, poverty-ridden countries, that all goes into the statistic you're on about. Then, like, they don't even have jobs, or they're slaves, or they're fucking mining for $1 a day. Like in China. Not in China, in
Indonesia or something like that, I don't know.
Uganda or something. Where do they get cobalt? Is it cobalt for fucking phones?
No idea. Is that what it is? There's a shortage or something? Is there a shortage of that? Or
Yeah, anything that's rechargeable needs. I think it's cobalt.
See, I think that's messed up, isn't it?
It's cheaper to get the cobalt from Uganda.
But that's messed
Or
up.
whichever one it is.
So this third world country, or this country that isn't wealthy or whatever, or hasn't sustained its own population or whatever you want to call it, like they have something that we all want, yet they get shit canned. We just go and that's mental. They should these countries just go in and take it, and what do they just pawn them off with? I don't know. How do they even get it from the country? Surely it has to be a government thing. They have to talk to the governments and be like, right, we want this from you.
Apparently, I think it was China who went in and bought all the mines up and.
Oh, so they come in, buy up land and stuff.
Something
that
along
is
them
so
lines,
bad, though.
Yeah.
Well, I know we all do
It's
it,
horrendous.
and we used to call we colonised most of the world, didn't we? I think.
Not the most out of anyone
Yeah.
who's ever colonised, apparently so.
So
We're a country fucking wetbags now. But.
I mean, I don't think colonising other people. I'm not going into that anyway because I have a completely different worldview.
Yeah, but I'm just saying we're not as powerful as we used to be. I'm not saying that we should be fucking taking over the world.
You said it was a wet wipes.
Wetbags.
Wet bags.
Yeah, we are.
Why?
Because we're not as powerful as we used to be. When you live in a world where power matters.
Yeah, but it shouldn't matter so much as it does.
I'm not saying it should.
Well,
but that's the world we live in.
Maybe we should try and change it rather than just conform to having more power.
We've had this conversation before. You're not going to change it.
Not with our attitudes, not like that. No, we're not.
Adam, what the fuck are we going to do?
Do you remember when we tried
against the most powerful people
you was
on
with
the
me
planet?
when we tried organising a world sort of. What do you call it?
What revolution?
No, a little. I don't
Do
know.
you think we're capable of? We're struggling to sort our shit out and stop watching crap. It's took us 2 years to do a podcast.
No, we haven't talked about top podcast for 2 years.
It won't be far off because I've been with Mo for fucking 2 years.
No.
And then
No.
I've known you for like almost a year before that. So we've known each other for like 2.5, 3 years.
Yeah, but
and we've been talking about a podcast for at least a year and a half.
No, a year. Because at first it was NFL, then it was Marvel.
Mate, I know for a fact. Yeah.
No, it's not a year.
I know for a fact.
It's not a year and a half.
For a fact that we were talking about doing a podcast when I got these boxes I'm wearing, right? And that wasn't this Christmas just gone. That was the Christmas before.
Right, so that's a year. Yeah, all right. About a year. Let's just say a year.
Either way, again,
2 years.
The time doesn't matter. It's still relevant to what I'm on about. It took us a year to sit down on some sofas and talk into a fucking camera.
Yeah.
And you want us to revolutionise the world?
I'm not saying
start a worldwide revolution.
Get
rid of all the most powerful and richest people on the planet.
I'm an idealist. I'm a dreamer, aren't I? So I have these big ideas, and I don't think about all the steps that go in between it. Obviously, it's a wild. You never. I mean, I don't want to say never because I don't think anything's impossible necessarily. What I'm saying though is, you can make an impact, and having the attitude that we can is what is the problem of why people who are in the power have the power, because they just go out and just get into the minds of our feeble little.
Get into our feeble little minds.
Yeah, about we're nothing.
It's kind of a situation we were born into, to be honest. At this point, I mean, for a long time, it's been like.
Yeah, and there is always, and I do always think like if you ever get to a certain level, then you're risking certain, and you are.
Yeah, and then how are you meant to fight back when you two were, even if you didn't have all these things, right?
Okay.
How are you going to fight back when you're worrying about where your next
because that's
meal
what we should.
comes
That's
from,
what we should all stop doing.
Whether you can afford to pay your rent or.
All right. Well, this is what we do. This is what you would do, and this would take a mass. I'm not saying it's realistic. I'm saying
what you do. Come on, Adam. Give me a solution.
But you won't care about your rent because you still have your house, right? Because the landlord can't take it off you in the first 2, 3, 6 months, right? And anyway, even if they could, they'd be part of it anyway because we're talking about powerful change, right? These people at the very top that. Have you not seen that? There's an actual diagram of it. I'm not even going into it because but if the majority of people just decided, you know what, no, I ain't going to go to my job today. I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do whatever the change we want to make. You could revolute because we're the people that are going out doing the job. So, like for example, let's say you want to. So let's just put it on a smaller scale. In your job that you're working at, and I know you have the strikes and stuff, all these scheduled strikes, but if 90% of the people in them jobs were like, fuck this, we aren't being paid what we deserve, for the greater good, we're going to stop working until you give us what we all feel we deserve, and it has to be reasonable and rational, and do you know what I mean? And then if the other people that they tried bringing in on the same wage, would you be like, no, and stuck to their guns, because we're all part of that system, then you would create a situation where whoever's in control of that company or that who has the power, they need all these people. Where are they going to get the people? They're not going to want to do it. They would need us. We would have to force it.
You can't get everyone on the same page.
Well, yeah, this is the problem, isn't it? But everyone, if you spoke to the majority of people about how they're like working class people, how they're living, we'd probably all agree on 3 to 5 different things that we would want to change even in the UK right now. And we'd all be like, in fact, people probably have all these chats all the time about what they would change, what they want to change. We just don't take the action to do it. We don't all come together. I mean, we might have completely different ideas of how we do it, but surely the solution of doing it is just to get together and find a common ground and just start doing something. Do you know what I mean? Like, minimum wage pay is a joke because now there's a living. I think, is there a living pay or something? Or like, it just doesn't even cover the living costs, minimum wage. So people are struggling. Like, if we all just decided in the working to be like, no, fuck this, I ain't going to work today for that minimum wage job. And the majority of people did it, you didn't get people then coming in to replace them people, they'd be fucked. You have to do something about it. Whether it's the government reducing taxes or, do you know what I mean? How many people bitch about taxes compared to people that don't? I mean, I don't really know much about it, or, do you know what I mean? But I know I pay taxes, so, and people moan a lot about the taxes.
The problem is you get taxed on everything.
But that's what I'm saying. So if everyone had if everyone has a problem with getting taxed, I think the French not done something recently. I think they've set something on fire. So I'm not advocating you set stuff on fire, but apparently they are a nation.
The French done something.
They're a nation.
I'm pretty sure they've been rioting for the past week.
Maybe that's what it is. I don't read the news. I watch the news.
Look, at first it was peaceful protest, and then shit kicked off. I think.
That's how they get change. Which I'm not saying you should do it through violence necessarily, but you know, I bet they get the end result that they want.
Even in France, you've still got the people on the government side, the police and the army, or whatever, protecting the thing. Because even when things got fucking heated,
all right,
but
you can't arrest everyone.
You can't arrest everyone, but you can fucking shoot them.
Nah.
What's gonna happen when you start shooting people?
What for? I don't think you should shoot people.
If you took it far enough, they could.
Well, then I suppose it's the greater good, isn't it? I don't know. That's the argument, isn't it? That's the horrible thing. Would you see? I don't know if this is why I would never go to war, because I think I value my life more than I would value my country, which is probably messed up to say. But I would go to war because I like my life, and I don't know what I'm doing it for. And also, would I give up the fact that I've got a family and stuff for what? Like for but this is what I'm this is the problem. That's a bad mentality in it, because if people didn't go to war for us in the past, we probably won't be here or in the situation we are in. So like,
probably be a lot different.
Well, yeah.
But
it's a messed up way to think that I wouldn't go to war for something and lose my life and sacrifice.
I think it'd be a lot different if someone was, if you had loads of propaganda and stuff all over TVs, and they were saying that this person does this and this and this and is coming to invade the country.
So because
you're going to be like, right, now maybe I have to step up and do something.
Yeah, maybe, because things are so comfortable now, aren't they? Yeah, you hear about the war, or you hear about wars, or you hear about conflict going on, or this happens, and it's like, it's just TV news. That's how it feels. It doesn't feel real. It's like when you hear someone getting assaulted or murdered or something, even if it's localish.
Yeah,
it doesn't. You like, I don't ever feel my life's threatened or that it's going to happen to me.
Yeah,
it just doesn't feel real at all. But it is, because it goes on all the time. But I don't know. Maybe I don't know.
We're numbed to it, aren't we? Because you just gets thrown in your face all the time. I feel like we might be a little bit numb to it.
Numb to it, yeah.
Like you just hear it all the time, and then you just, because it never happens to you, you just stop
right.
believing it.
Yeah.
Like there's a fucking good chance I could walk out there at night and get stabbed up.
But
But
even
you just don't even.
I know, but even you saying that is like.
I won't go in fucking dark areas and shit. Like when I go for a walk with Molly and it's dark, I won't go through like Werdon Park and stuff. But that's just the young me from when I was a chav coming out, and being like, right, well, I wouldn't have walked through there when I was a chav and when I was ready to scrap.
Well, this is my problem all the time, right? Is when I watch. This is
well,
why
now I'm probably more ready than ever to scrap. But
when I watch a scary movie or anything,
slaughter about it.
Yeah, but this is what gets me in my head. Is when I watch these. I know it's films and stuff, but you reckon it's human nature. It's like if someone's sitting. I mean, I know your scenario if someone was to come in and invade your house. Like you already taught me through what you'd do, but
It's not.
I don't understand.
I protect
Yeah.
my household.
But I don't
With my
understand,
life.
right? When I watch these things and see is they don't turn the lights on, and they go into the place where they shouldn't go. You know, you just don't go there.
You're on about films now.
No, but people do it. People actually do it. They will go. I won't going downstairs. If I am, I'm getting armed up with something. I'm making. Why would I put? Unless my family's up there, then obviously I'm the man. I'd go and do that. But you know, when you hear something, or I don't know, and people go follow the nut. Why are you doing that? That's just. I'm going the opposite way. People do though. Like, I swear to God, if I did a little experiment tonight on Molly, for example, and I heard a little until you wasn't here, and there was a bit of noise down here, and it weren't the cat because it was upstairs, but she can come down and have a look what it was. I ain't doing that. Stay up there. Hello? Is anyone there?
Hi, what's wrong with your house? Oh, I'm gonna murder you while I'm here.
But this is the messed up thing. I would rather them rob my house and take my shit than me get my life taken. Like, that's.
Well, yeah, obviously.
Do you know what I mean? It's like if someone was to rob me, take my wallet, I'm not arsed, take my phone. Like, I'm not getting into no ego.
But I wouldn't necessarily come downstairs. If we're upstairs asleep and Logan's here,
You have an axe at the top of the stairs, so you just put it low upside down.
well, I wouldn't, because we don't have self-defense laws over here, so I'd be fucking pretty much fucked, right?
I do think sometimes when I come in that I'm gonna get.
But if Logan's in his room, me and Molly are asleep,
Yeah.
I hear a fucking noise, and I wake up and I'm convinced that it wasn't the cats or Logan hasn't got out of bed and he's fucking around,
Yeah.
right, or something. I'm gonna be like, right, get Logan. I'd literally just grab him,
Okay.
take him into my room, and I'd shut the door. And I'd sit there and ring the police.
Logically, you think you'd do that.
No, that's what I'd do.
Right.
100%. I ain't coming downstairs. I'm like you, fuck that.
But people do.
You don't know what it is.
People do. And I think it's mad. I think it's messed up.
But I've had it before where there's been a noise downstairs, right?
Yeah.
And whoever, let's say Mol, is like, go and see what it is. I'm like, you go and fucking see what it is. You fucking
There was
mad.
not a chance.
No, right,
you
but
would
I get
send
up.
your woman down.
No, I wouldn't. I get up, right, and I'd come to the top of the stairs because I'm not convinced it's someone who is actually coming in my house, right? Because
Yeah.
but I won't just go la da 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 down the fucking
But
stairs.
again-
But I'll stand at the top of the stairs and I'll listen.
But even so, even standing at the top of the stairs, for me, that's like, right, you need to make a decision either.
But
because that's to
my
me, it's
brain,
hesitation.
no, shut up. Because my brain thinks about things differently to what you're thinking about. Because I say the top of the stairs, but I mean behind the wall. Like, I
Right.
would literally do it in steps. So
Okay.
first I'll sit in bed and I'll be like, can't hear anything. Then I'll get up and I'll open the door. Well, it's already open nowadays because
Yeah.
of the cats, right? I'll stand at the top of the stairs, but behind the wall. Right?
Right. Ow, Jesus, cat.
The fucking hell are you
That was
doing?
my arm. We just did a
You
backflip
fucking ninja! The fuck, you ran up wall?
off.
Right? I'd stand. You wouldn't be able to. I wouldn't be looking down the stairs. I'd just be stood at the top and I'd be listening. If I don't hear anything, landing light will go on. I'll strap up. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'll fucking start to slowly make my way down the stairs whilst listening.
Yeah.
Someone breaks into your house, right? Their adrenaline's going, they're fucking hyped up, they're fucking jacking people's shit, or they're there to hurt someone, whichever it is,
Yeah.
right? They're not being quiet. I'm not dealing with fucking Splinter Cell
You don't
or
know.
fucking
Well,
the guy from Metal Gear Solid. Like, I'm dealing with some
Metal Gear.
chavvy crackhead, probably, right? Who needs some shit to fucking get his next hit or whatever. Or someone that I've pissed off who's there to hurt me.
Yeah.
So he's not going to be... He's not SAS, lad. He's fucking a dickhead.
Depends what you've been talking about, mate.
He's going to be moving fast.
Well, would you not just let him do it?
So if I wake up and I'm convinced someone might be in my house, the first thing I'm doing is running through to Logan's room, grabbing him, taking him into my room and shutting the door. straight away, and I ring the police. If they come upstairs and they start fucking trying to get through that door, that's when shit gets real.
But then I suppose the hesitation of you just staying in the room is like, you're waiting, aren't you? That anticipation of waiting. Like, because what are you going to say to police? I think someone's downstairs. Well, have you gone and checked? No. Because I'm in my room with my kids and my wife or girlfriend. And I'm not, I mean, they're going to want you to go down and check, aren't they?
But you say no. Or you convince them that someone is probably in your house.
And then what if they do come upstairs? And
you're going to be able to hear them walking around. So it's not going to be a case of, I think someone's in my house. It's going to be a case of, there's someone in my fucking house.
Yeah. Anyway, but just what I'm saying, people do naturally just go into places they shouldn't go.
Well, obviously.
And I just think that's just crazy.
Hence the saying, curiosity kills the cat.
Yeah, that's different though. If you have a button that says don't press, everyone wants to press it, and I'll probably press the button. That's my life.
It's talking about, you hear a noise somewhere and you fucking follow it. It's curiosity.
No, I don't know.
That's fine.
I purposely don't.
But not everyone's you. This is why your little fucking world peace shit ain't gonna work. Because not everyone is you.
Well, that's fine, but I don't want everyone
even
to be.
Who's
right?
One of your best friends would do things completely different to you.
But we both agree we want peace. This is what I don't understand. Who wouldn't want peace in the world? It makes no sense.
People who want money and power.
Yeah, but you can still have that with peace. I don't get it. You can. All right, it might have to be a little bit.
It's
of
easier
adjustment.
to have more of it.
Well, that's just greedy. That's just ridiculous.
Fucking didn't say it was fair, did I?
I'm not. But you can still be unfair in certain ways. It can just be a more balanced unfairness of like, all right, which basic needs should always be met for everyone in the world, and then you can level up with your thing. If you want, for example, like, I don't need a yacht, right? It'd be nice to have one maybe, but I don't like the water anyway. But say for example, like,
I couldn't give a shit about having a yacht.
No, but let's say a mansion. I don't need a mansion. You got to get clean. You got to get it clean and shit. I want a big massive house. But say, for example, there's someone who wants a big massive house. I just think everyone should be able to have a roof over their head and be able to live comfortably in that. Do you know what I mean?
Well, yeah, obviously.
Obviously, have to work for it and stuff. And that's a different argument of then how
is it, by the way?
I know we need to get nearly 1:45.
1:45?
10.
What the fuck? Why are we still sat here fucking talking then?
I don't know. Well,
I'm going to have to sort all this shit out now.
Oh shit. Well,
and you're going to have to go to fucking work.
Let's do it.
Right, we're signing off. See you next fucking Monday.
It's Friday, mate.
I know it's Friday. You're not meant to say that. We've got the weekend to fucking go through the video and think about it, and we're posting on Monday night.
Are we posting Monday night?
Oh my fucking god.
Okay.
It's like I fucking spoke to a brick wall the other day.
Yeah, maybe you did.
We didn't even introduce ourselves either, so no one knows who we are.